Good morning, everyone. How are you? I miss all of you. I hope you're doing well. If you're living with your family, I hope that they're doing well as well. Welcome back to PCC MUSC 42A class piano. Today is week 14. Do you have all the materials ready? We need to have the syllabus packet. This is a very wonderful reference guide. This is sight reading book, keyboard paintings, colorful keyboard classics, jazz about, and also the metronome. Now, could you please take out the course information sheet? Let's take a look at the course outline. Take a look at week 14. Today we are going to cover everything listed on week 14. Now, I'd like you to please pause this video and do some warm-up exercise. Do some push-ups against the wall for 20 times. After you finish up, please come back here for the silent placement. Here's the silent placement. I'd like you to make a beautiful heart shape. Make sure knuckles support your fingers. Wrists need to be high up and also flexible. Thumbs up. You need to have a very wonderful hand position to support your playing. Here is a 5-finger pattern silent placement in major keys. C major, D flat major, D major, E flat major, E major, F major, G flat major, G major, A flat major, A major, B flat major, B major, and C major. Go back to C. This time we are going to do minor keys. C major, minor, D flat major, minor, D major, minor, E flat major, minor, E major, minor, F major, minor, G flat major, minor, G major, minor, A flat major, minor, A major, minor, B flat major, minor, B major, minor, and C major, minor. Now, I'd like you to once again take out the course information sheet, course outline, go to week 14. Today, we're not doing syllabus rhythm drill and syllabus note drill. Let's go straight to syllabus technique, page 42. Take out the syllabus packet, turn to page 42. Page 42 is about seventh chord qualities. Last week, we did 7th chords. Week 13, we did 7th chord, but we did not talk about the qualities. Today, we're going to talk about the qualities. I'm going to use the C major to talk about the 7th chord's quality. Here's the C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. First note is a root. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and back to the first note, root. So for C major 7th chord will be the root, first note, third note, 5th note, and 7th note. C, E, G, B. This is C major 7th chord. From C major 7th chord, go on to C dominant 7th chord. All we need to do, just lower the 7th note, half step. So it would be C, E, G, B flat. This is the C dominant 7th chord. From C dominant 7th chord, go on to C minor 7th chord. All we need to do is lower the 3rd note, half step. That becomes C, E flat, G, B flat. Here is a C minor 7th chord. After C minor 7th chord, let's go on to C half diminished 7th chord. All we need to do is lower the 5th note, half step. C, E flat, G flat, B flat. This is C half diminished 7th chord. After C half diminished 7th chord, let's go on to C diminished 7th chord. What we need to do, lower the 7th chord again, half step. C, E flat, G flat, B double flat. This is called C diminished 7th chord. Now we finished page 42 from syllabus packet. Take out the course information sheet outline. Go to week 14. After that, we are going to continue sight reading book, page 16. Sight reading book, turn to page 16. Before we start sight reading book, I'd like us to review the landmark notes. Remember all those pairs. This is middle C. The first pair we have mommy C, triple C, daddy C, bass C. Mommy C, daddy C, or you could call it triple C, bass C. Next pair we have to legitimize above the treble staff. That's a high C or grandma C. To legitimize below the bass staff, low C or grandpa C. Grandma, grandpa. High C, low C. Next pair we have is treble G. Two lines up and two lines down. Always mirrored, right? Bass F. Triple G. Bass F. Last pair we have already right there. This is a high G right above the triple staff and low F right below the bass staff. High G and mirror would be low F. It's very important to memorize all those landmark notes to speed up your sight reading. Now let's go back to sight reading book page 16. I would like us to try number 1 on page 16. Please circle the time signatures 4/4. Our metronome marking is quarter note equals 50. Time signatures 4/4 and key signature, there is one flat, B flat. There are 3 steps we need to follow. The first step would be tapping the rhythm with the metronome. Second step would be sound placement, mental practice. Third step would be play with sound with the metronome. So please tap with me. This is page 16, number 1. Quarter note equals 50. Time signature 4/4. This is subdivision, 8th note. Before we do that, I would like you to take out the pencil. Please write down the counting very carefully. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and throughout the entire exercise. Measure, the first measure, beat 3 and beat 4. There's a dotted rhythm. So 3 and 4 and make sure the rhythm has to be accurate and precise. The second measure, B3 and B4, also has a dotted rhythm. 3 and 4 and. Alright, so let's tap the rhythm together. Here we go.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Ready, tap.
1 and
Read ahead.
and 3 and 4.
Second measure.
And 2 and 3 and
Read ahead.
and
Third measure.
and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Okay. Now the second step will be sound placement. Let's take a look at the first note right hand. First note right hand is F. First finger. First finger F. 5-finger pattern. So it already determines the position. Look at the key signature. There is a 1 flat, B flat. So our fourth finger needs to move to B flat and stay there for the entire exercise. Left hand first note is bass F. First finger. So this is determining the hand position, 5-finger pattern, right? Look at the key signature. 1 flat, B flat. Our pinky is on B, so we must slide our hands into the keys. Make sure pinky stays on B flat for the entire time. Now, once your hand positions are ready, your eyes need to stay on the sheet music. Always keep your eyes on the sheet music. Don't look down. Your hand just need to feel the keys, feel the fingers. Eyes, we need to think about the notes, the rhythm, and the fingerings. Always think ahead and read ahead. Here we go. Sound placement.
1 and 2 and 3 and.
Ready? Go.
1 and
Read ahead. Watch out for the
3
rhythm.
and 4 and.
Second measure,
2, and
rhythm,
3, and 4, and 1, and 2,
hold it,
and 3,
and hold it.
4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1.
For each step, you need to repeat at least twice. Now let's move on to the third step. Third step is playing with the sound. First, if it's too challenging to you, you need to practice hand separate. Do the right hand first and then do the left hand, or vice versa. Then you do hands together. Here we go with the metronome, hands together. Make sure the position must be right. B flat, right hand, left hand, pinky B flat as well.
1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1.
I strongly encourage you to practice at least one exercise or two and keep it very consistent and make sure that we are very self-disciplined. At the end of the semester, you will see a huge improvement and you will be really proud of your own accomplishments and achievements. So I hope you enjoy doing the sight reading exercises. Now we finish the sight reading, please take out the course information sheet, course outline, go to week 14. The next would be keyboard painting, page 26, 27, and 28. That is one of our final exam pieces. Take out keyboard paintings, go to page 26. The final exam piece, crossing the waves. We started learning this piece on week 12 last week. Week 12 we work on the first section and second section. Last week, week 13, we work on third section and the fourth section. So we finished page 26 and 27. If you don't remember the previous sections, please go back to review and watch my YouTube video recordings on week 12 and week 13. Today, we are going to work on the third page, page 28. As I mentioned previous weeks, that I encourage you to make the copy, the third page, so that you don't need to turn the page in your performance because you will be missing beats. Now, let's go to page 28. Again, we are going to learn the block chord first. That's the easiest way for us to sight read this piece. Left hand, the first note would be the A minor chord, A, C, E. This C is grandpa's C. So this A, C, E, right hand, just play exactly what your left hand just did. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and left hand takes over. 1, 2, 3, right hand, 1, 2, 3, left hand takes over. 1, 2, 3, right hand, 1, 2, 3, left hand takes over. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we finish the fifth section, go on to sixth section, measure 21. Here we go. This is the left hand, 1, 2, 3, right hand, 1, 2, 3. The top note we play with our left hand, use the second finger. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, write down second finger. Okay, so here's a block chord, single note, and right hand, left hand, E and C, and go on, measure 22, exactly same. 1, 2, and right hand, left hand, second finger. Measure 23, we change the note, C, A, C, thumb goes up to F, fingerings 5, 3, 1, right hand, 1, 2, 5. Make sure you write down the finger in here. Okay, this is measure 23, left hand 5, 3, 1, right hand 1, 2, 5. F major chord. Right hand goes up to E. There are 3 legend lines. E, major 24, C. Now major 25, left hand pinky goes down to G sharp. Remember, G sharp applies to the rest of the measure. The measure 26. Okay. Take out the pencil, write down major 21, 22, 24, and 26. They're exactly the same thing. So all you need to practice is major 23 and major 25. Now let's go on to major 27 and 28. They're exactly the same as major 19 and 20, which we just did it. So left hand go back down, middle finger on grandpa C. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Left hand cross over. Use the second finger on that A. Count the beat. Very important. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you use the pedal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'd like you to please take out the pencil or highlighter. Make sure down below the major 27, there's a pedal sign. You need to hold the pedal all the way through until the end. And also make sure you count the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count it very carefully. So Professor Chen is going to play the entire page really slowly for you play as written. So it's a broken chord, page 28, major 19. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, major 21, listen carefully. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Major 22, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Major 23, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Major 24, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Major 25, 1, G sharp, 2, 3, G sharp, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Still G sharp, 1, 2, 3. Remember, it is all G sharp. Accidentals applies to the rest of the measure. Major 26, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Second finger, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Major 27, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Second finger, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3. We must count. The rhythm has to be accurate and precise. Now I'm going to play the entire piece for you. Make sure you practice slowly until you can reach a tempo. Quarter note equals 72. Quarter note, dotted quarter note equals 72. There are 4 beats in each measure. If 72 is too fast for you, the minimum tempo you need to reach is dotted quarter note equals 60. Yet dotted quarter note equals 72. That would be the ideal tempo. Change the metronome to 72. Eighth note. There are 4 beats, so we are going to use the triplet for metronome to count for us. Okay, can you see that? Click on this one, triplet. Here we go. I would like you to work on and listen for my your playing and my playing. The rainbow. I like you to build beautiful rainbow one after another one, and think about the crossing waves, these ocean waves, one after another one. For example, would be you need to apply the hairpins. This is called hairpins, crescendo, decrescendo. So the first note and the last note has to be soft, and then you make the middle of the phrase, make it grow, expand, and develop it. Okay, so listen to that and follow the pedal markings. Hope you enjoy it.
1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot.
Okay, hope you enjoy learning this piece, and I really look forward to listening and watching you. Your beautiful piano performance, that recording. I look forward to hear all the rainbows and ocean waves. Okay, so now we finished this piece. Let's move on to the next piece. Take out the course information sheet, course outline, go to week 14. After keyboard paintings, we have colorful keyboard classics, page 46. Take out colorful keyboard classics, turn to page 46. Echoes in G by German composer Beethoven from classical period. So week 11, we learned the first system. Week 12, we learned major 5 through major 8. Last week, we learned from major 9 through major 12. Today, we are going to focus on the rest of the piece. So if you don't remember the previous sections, please go back to watch my YouTube video recordings on week 11, week 12, and week 13. Now let's take a look at measure 13. try the right hand first. This is a syncopation, so let's tap the rhythm first. 13 and 14, so it will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So before you approach this measure, I'd like you to please write down the counting 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Very important. Now let's try the right hand first, measure 13. A and C, 1 and 3, staccato, and change to 2 and 4, and 2, and staccato, measure 14, G and E, 1, and 2, and, okay, so G and D you use 1 and 4, once more, measure 14, 1, and 2, staccato, G and B, you use 1, 3, so make sure you write it down. Accurate finger is important. Measure 14, G and E, 1, and 2, G and D, staccato. Now measure 15, second finger move to A, C, E, G. That's it. Now left hand, measure 13. F sharp and D because the key signature. 5 and 1, 1 and 2. G and D use 4 and 1. Now measure 14. Octave on C, 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 2. Measure 15. D, F sharp and C use 3 and 1. Pinky on D, F sharp and C, and again D, F sharp and C, and don't move, just need to close your thumb. G and B. Here's important, you need to move your hand right here to D, G. So write down, you need to move. Now, this things hand separating seems very simple and easy, yet this is the most challenging section in the piece. As you know that Professor Chan sometimes can predict your musical future, right? And here is the most challenging one. You need to practice your heart out. Right hand 10 times, left hand 10 times, hands together 20 times or more, especially measure 13 and 14. Here we go. I'm going to do really slowly for you. Accurate fingering, accurate notes, and accurate rhythm. Very important. 1 and 2 and 1. Here's another accent. And 2 and, okay, once more. Accent, you make sure you drop your wrist. And for the staccato, up. Here we go. Measure 13. Accent here. And 2 and up. Measure 14. Accent down. And 2 up. And measure 15. 2 and left hand just close. 1. Move. And 2. This is it. Now, after that, for the rest of the piece, A section returns again. They're exactly the same as the beginning. So if you don't remember the A section, go back to watch my video recordings on week 11 and 12. Now I'm going to play the entire piece for you. Quarter note equals 60. And we need to change the time signature to 2/4. There are only 2 beats in each measure. And we're going to use a subdivision 8th note. Remember, this is the pickup or upbeat, so it comes from 1 and 2 and. So at the end will be 1 and 2 and 1. So I would like you to listen for and work on this one. The first thing is the balance between hands. Right hand has a melody. Right hand needs to be louder. Left hand, keep your accompaniment softer. Second thing I'd like you to work on is articulation. Pay attention to whether it's a slur, legato, or staccato. The third thing, remember A section, the beginning, there's a repeat, so you need to play with a repeat. B section with a repeat. However, when A section comes back at the end, there's no repeat. And of course, those things, it's very, very important. The basic things, the foundation is accurate note, accurate rhythm, accurate fingerings. Those we cannot ignore it. Hope you enjoy it and have fun learning this piece. This is going to be the test, performance test on week 15. Will be next week. And I look forward to your wonderful performance.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and
use a pedal. I like to strongly encourage you to practice really slowly and accurately first for both right hand and left hand and hands together, and you gradually build up the tempos, gradually speed up until you can reach the tempo quarter note equals 60. You might need to start it from 40, 30, or even slower. Hope that you enjoyed learning this piece. Now, please take out the course information sheet, course outline. Go to week 14. After colorful keyboard classics, we still have a jazz about page 2 and 3. Jazz about, turn to page 2 and 3. Camptown Capers. This is the second piece we're going to play for the final exam. Week 13, last week, we learned from measure 1 through measure 8. That's the A section. Today we are going to focus on B section, starting from measure 9 all the way through measure 21. So if you don't remember the previous section, first section, please go back to watch and review my YouTube video recording on week 13. Here is measure 9. For the right hand first, we have C, E flat, and A flat. That's the A flat major, first inversion. Okay, so I'm going to play for you. Make sure that quarter note are all straight beat. Do not swing the beat. And it's written with staccato. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 11. Change to D flat major chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. This is measure 12. Change back to A flat major, first inversion. So remember, this is the A flat, this accidentals apply to the rest of the measure. So here is measure 12. This is D flat major chord, back to A flat major, first inversion. 2, 3, 4. Measure 13. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 15. Right hand D flat, E flat, and G. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 16. A flat major, first inversion again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it down, hold it through, because the whole note. Measure 17 is B, D, G, O, Y keys. This is a G major, first inversion. This is G major, root position. So this is the first inversion. 2, 3, 4. Now the Let's take a look at the left hand. First note is A flat. 1, follow the fingering, so that will be the 5th finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are so many accidentals, so make sure that you observe all the accidentals. Measure 11, 3rd finger. 1, 2. First finger on B flat. 2nd finger on A flat. 3rd finger on F. 4th finger on E flat. 2, 3, 4. Now measure 13. Pick up your hands. Move your 2nd finger to E flat. 1, 2. C. Here's the E flat again because the accidentals applies to the rest of the measure. E flat. Okay, so I'm going to write down for you. F, E flat. Here is a tie, so make sure you count it carefully. This is measure 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tied. And 3rd finger on Daddy C. Bass C. 2, 3. B flat. 4. Measure 16. A flat. 2nd finger on E flat. 1st finger on A flat. Cross over. Very important to get us B flat. And come back up. G, F, E, D, O, Y keys. Okay, so I'm going to play both hands for you. Measure 9 very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 13. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So did you notice measure 9 through measure 17? Left hand has a melody, so we need to make our left hand come out more. Keep your right hand chords lighter and softer. Let's continue 4 more measures to complete today's project. So measure 12, left hand C position, right hand also C position. Right hand has the 8th note, so we need to swing the beat. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And left hand, measure 13, left hand goes down to F position. Right hand goes up to F position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then next position will be A position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 20. What is that? Measure 21. This is 16, 17, 18. This is 18. Okay. Oh, this is 19. That's right, 19. Now here's the 21. Let's go up. D position. 1. This time, right hand need to use a 2nd finger. B, E, F sharp, B, E. And this is the same as the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to play really slowly for you once again. Measure 18, 19, 20, and 21. C position. 1, 2, 3, 4. F position. 1, 19, 2, 3, 4. Measure 20. 1. A position. 2, 3, 4. D position. Measure 21. 2nd finger on D. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I'm going to play this piece for you. Make sure that you need to practice your heart out. It can be really challenging to many of you. So practice really slowly, hands separate, hands together, and slow tempo until you can reach the tempo. Quarter note equals 92. Time signature is 4/4. We do not need to use subdivision, so don't use the subdivision for jazz pieces. It can be too confusing, too challenging to most of you. This is the upbeat, so we need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so make sure you write down the counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing the 8th note. Make sure left hand, quarter note, they are all straight beat. So make sure that your right hand follow your left hand to fit into the straight beat. Here we go. Hope you enjoy it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Hope that you enjoy it and have fun learning this piece, and really look forward to your wonderful piano performance on this one. Thank you for watching today's video recordings. I hope that my lecture is helpful to you. I look forward to welcome you back next Monday, and really look forward to listening and watching your very wonderful piano performance video recordings on YouTube. And again, thank you for watching. Hope that you will take good care of yourself, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.